Hello? What's happening? Hello? We can start? Ah, live streamed, okay. Ok. Très bien. So, who is here tonight? A few people. Good evening, everyone, brothers and sisters. So we'll just settle down, please, and get ourselves ready for the first part of the evening, which is we usually do is just to get ourselves in that meditative state that Srimataji refers to later in the video. Now, the video is actually entitled Guru Purnima, and I think it's quite important. I don't know if everybody knows what Guru Purnima is, because that's what the theme of this evening is, and what we're going to meditate on later and after the video. So let's just settle ourselves comfortably, keep our spines straight, sit up, and get ourselves into that state where we can just get centered and calm down at the end of this day, which for some people might have been very busy or hectic or stressed, while others might have been in bliss all the time. So let's just, and then we'll raise our kundalinis in a minute, but as usual, I like to get ourselves centered and calm down the right and woken up a bit on the left if that's necessary. Allow yourselves to use the hands if you need, or whatever you need to do to get yourself centered. You can give bandhans to your chakras, scan yourselves, and then we'll get into a meditation state. So Guru Purnima, for those who may not know this, and I apologize if you all know this, but I never know quite who's listening and what stage we're at. It's a festival that happens at this time of year. In fact, because Guru Purnima was last week, I think it was last week, it's a festival really dedicated to offering respect to our Guru. And we offer gratitude and devotion to our teacher, our master, our Guru, and we hope to receive the blessings, and we honor and venerate their wisdom. Well, we're talking about Srimataji here, so I'm sure everybody already offers gratitude and devotion, but this is a festival we all do it together. And we can feel the Chaitanya with our gratitude and devotion to this extraordinary incarnation who came in our lifetimes. And she has given us many blessings and given us a lot of wisdom. So the essence of the word Guru is really the dispeller of ignorance and darkness, like light gets rid of ignorance and darkness. And that's one of because nothing is clear-cut, there are always interpretations of everything. But one of the main ones about the Guru, the word Guru from Sanskrit, is the person who dispels, removes, gets rid of, relieves us of ignorance and the darkness of ignorance. So it brings light into our lives. And it's the legend has it that Shiva is seen as the first yogi. I don't know more of the history of that at the moment, but that he is seen as the first yogi. An incarnation of him is Sri Adi Guru Dattatreya, who is seen as the first Guru and who we venerate as the primordial Guru, master within us. So that's basically what this evening or this celebration was all about, this festival. And so we can just sit for a few minutes and see how that reflects in us personally. Because we all regarded Sri Mataji probably in the same way as disciples. But as we're all individuals, we probably had a vision or a feeling for Sri Mataji very individual to each one of us. So we can all use these few minutes as we settle down to look at our feelings towards our Guru, our mother. And it's she who said, "I'm your mother, not just a Guru." As we all know, many times she said that. And we can send our devotion and our thanks for her blessings and her wisdom and her guidance and everything else, and whatever else we individually feel. And as we all know, just picturing, imagining, thinking of Sri Mataji helps awaken our Kundalini. So we'll use these minutes now to raise our Kundalini, please, and put ourselves into Bandhan. So we've heard Sri Mataji ask us to put her in our hearts, which we can do now in a token and gesture of devotion and surrender, and to put her in our brains. So those pure vibrations and energies can flow through us from the top of our head to our toes. And of course we can ask her to be present in all our chakras, and especially any chakras that need special attention, and opening and healing and clearing. So let's all try together and put our attention at the base of our spine to awaken the special quality in our Muladhara and the deity of Sri Ganesh, and let us slowly raise our attention up along the Sushumna Nadi, spreading light and pure energy into our Swadhisthana chakra, into our Nabi chakra, into our void, awakening all the pure energies in them, letting our attention drift up across our chest, through our heart chakras, up further through the throat, from Lord Krishna, and all the energies looking after our sight, our smell, our voice, our touch, up through the Agnya chakra, we can bow to Lord Jesus Christ, and then through the Sahasrara chakra, where we possibly all can come together at the top, above the Sahasrara. And this is where the individual, the drop, becomes the ocean. So we'll watch the video now.
So this morning I was telling you about this new awareness, prajna. Nya means the knowledge and pra means the awakened knowledge, which comes out.
Sorry, I just want to say, if you can hear me, that this is pre-edited. I didn't do this, but this is, I think it's all put together quite well, but there are some edited moments in it.
Of meditation, sustenance of meditation, and then the samadhi is the effect of that. It's a kind of a fruit ripening. When this ripens, then you get the taste, the sweetness of character. And then you start seeing around how the nature, the divine, is sweetly playing with you. This state must be achieved. For every Sahaja-yogi, it is important that they must achieve this state. Because unless and until you have minimum achieved this stage, you will be still in a dangerous zone, which, as I told you, upsets me very much. So everybody must decide to reach a state where you every day see the blessings of God manifesting. That means you have entered into the kingdom of God. This state all of you must achieve. All of you, again the word is all of you should achieve. And then only the higher ascent works out. No, this is meditative time you have come. It's very short time according to me, because people spend thousands of days to establish their meditative mood. But in this speedy life, you have to have intensity to establish. So get into meditative mode. What is most important is I should achieve that state. I have come here for that. Not for fun, not for food, not for comfort, not for anything, but for achieving a special state where I become the Guru. What is my preparation for that? We have to be extremely careful, because the attention of the divine is not raising you directly. It is a balance. You are all the time in a balance. Remember that. And you have to be extremely careful how far you go with that balance. So now, how do you develop? So, your attention should not be on saving material things and worldly things and all that, but attention itself must be saved. Ask a question, where is my attention? But for a Sahaja-yogi, the most important thing is you must save your attention. It's called as Chitta Nirodha. Nirodha, saving of your attention. Where is it going? It's such a precious thing for me. Where is it running? Then how do you save your attention? Is through concentration. Concentrate. Try to concentrate. Don't allow your attention to wobble. Gradually, you will develop concentration. You can watch my photograph. It's the best. Concentrate. Bring it in your heart. Let it be integrated in your heart. And the subject of Sahaja Yoga requires the maximum penetration. Because Sahaja Yoga, if you have understood, I don't know if you have understood or you are aware of it or not, but is learned through experience and through nothing else. You have to experience and then believe into it. It is not that what I told you is a conditioning on your mind, nothing. You experience it yourself and learn. But those who have that penetrating intelligence, who have that penetrating love, emotions, and those have that penetrating movement of their understanding, they are the one who experience, learn, experience, learn, experience, learn. They do not allow their mind to play on them. No, no, no. This mind of mine has got experiences of the past and is based on that. No, I have to take every day a new experience. And that experience must be silenced within me, must be sustained within me, must be conditioned within me. Sahaja Yoga experiences are the good conditionings. But for that also to have the best experiences, first condition is of Ruttambhara, Pragya, where you should be of that level that you really get those experiences. Otherwise you will be just a mundane type of person all the time. And you may live with me, but you will not have those experiences. You will not have that blissful feeling. Nothing. That joy. So this penetration starts by your meditation and sustenance of the meditation and the samadhi seed sprouting, manifesting the new dimension. This sort of an attention one has to develop by watching the attention, chitta, your attention. Where is it going? Where is it lagging behind? What is happening to my attention? Such people have no problems. You'll be surprised that such people, when they want to do something, it becomes dynamic. They can work it out. Nobody has any problem. And if there is a problem which you are facing all the time, and you then know that there's something wrong with you, something is wrong with the instrument. When the instrument is all right, after all, with all the powers you have, with all the blessings you have, and the source of power behind it, everything should work out. It should work out. You have had experiences of things working out. You have had experiences of many of miracles happening before your eyes. But still the attention has not settled down with those experiences. Still gatanubhavas, means the old experiences continue. Old identifications continue. Still continue with that. And the filth of that is still on your being. Change everything. Become a fresh new person. You are blooming out as a flower, and then as a tree, and assume your position. Assume your position as the Sahajogi. So this attention must be brought round. You judge yourself, where is your attention? And what is the point of understanding? What is the measure of understanding?
So let's just sit now and meditate on and absorb those words, that advice, that encouragement of our Mother Guru. who urges to find and be in that meditative state, as she calls it. Where we see the blessings of God manifesting. And where we become the Guru ourselves, that Guru Tattva, the Guru quality of the Guru ourselves. And Shrimataji mentioned being in balance. And it's probably quite difficult for us to be aware always where we are in terms of balance. The balance between too much right or too much left, to get ourselves in the center, in this now. So to be in balance requires a certain amount of awareness of where our attention is going. Shrimataji has stressed a lot this evening on the question, the matter of attention. So we need to be aware and keep our attention on where we are in terms of balance. And Shrimataji talked about saving our attention. And the way to do that is to concentrate, meaning not let it wobble, as she says, but keeping it fixed as much as possible where we want it, like on the Sahasrara. So we can just sit for a moment and think about fixing our attention where we want it to be, which is really on our Sahasrara. If you want to put it somewhere else, which needs some more attention, okay. Or we can go above the Sahasrara. And I read somewhere that basically the human mind is capable of maintaining attention just for a few seconds generally, and then off it goes again. And that's what we have to be attentive as now as you sit drifting down into our meditative state. Well, I'm going to be quiet a minute. I'm just going over what we can also meditate on or absorb her words and her guidance. Shrimataji also touched on our learning not through what necessarily we read or hear, but on our experience now. There's so much is based on experience in the past, but she was urging us to have an experience every day, a new one. I suppose that experience can be feeling chakras opening or clearing them, getting ourselves in balance or out of balance. Things that help us grow inside yoga. And the last question we can ask ourselves and meditate on is, what is happening to my attention? So we'll just sit in silence for a few minutes now. See if we can put our attention on our attention. Where does it want to lead me? Where's it going? All of us together can put our attention on top of the Sahasrara. Again, we can look at and say, where is my attention? What is happening to my attention? This is where we can use our concentration to direct our attention where we want it, not where it wants to go. So to the Sahasrara. We need to fiercely and dynamically keep that energy there, focused on our Sahasrara. Keeping our attention under our control as much as possible. So in these last few minutes, we can go back to the theme of Guru Purnima, and in our own ways, and wherever we felt and we know what gratitude we want to find or express within our hearts, what devotion there is now to the memory of Sri Mataji, to the energy that flows around us still. And how we individually see her, because maybe we all see her in slightly different ways or feel her in different ways. So I maybe had great experiences of dreams with her, or physical meetings and experiences with her. And perhaps what darkness, what personal darkness she was able to remove and dispel. But all the while, let's try and keep our attention in Sahasrara. Some of us may have had experiences of Sri Mataji as a stern guru, a guru correcting us, bringing us into line. Others may never have seen that part of Sri Mataji, but have just seen a loving maternal figure. But everything she did for us was done with love, whether it's correcting us, encouraging us, telling us off, guiding us, inspiring us. So we can all raise our kundalini now, please, and put our bandana on. So that brings us to the end of this evening. Thank you for joining me. And I hope we can keep these suggestions of Shri Mataji in mind and keep that concentration, a word she rarely used, this attention, on our attention as much as possible. So I wish you all good night, God bless. Take care of yourselves and Jai Shri Mataji.